Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. I am beyond excited, and that is because we are currently filming our first ever YouTube video, day in the life as someone who's trying to grow on social media. I'm so excited to start filming these YouTube videos. I think this is gonna be super fun. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little insight into what my life looks like. It is currently 7 a.m. and I would typically start off my day by going to the gym, but today's a rest day, so no gym, but we are still gonna be active. Gym or not, we shoot for about 12.5K steps a day. So after I film this intro, we're gonna go for a walk. And after that, just got a bunch of miscellaneous things we gotta get done today. Starting with, I did some TikToks, and then we're gonna film some TikToks, and then we're gonna go to the mall, do a shopping vlog. I know you guys would appreciate that. See what new items are available on the market. But yeah, you guys are just gonna kind of see and look into what my life looks like. Got a bunch of different things to do. A bunch of packages arriving today, so you guys are gonna see some new pickups. But yeah, I mean, I'm just super excited. Ooh, I was thinking maybe I could do a cool cooking video later, show you guys the types of food I like to eat. I thought that could be kind of fun. I don't know, got a bunch, it's a busy day. I got a bunch of different stuff planned for today. First step is gonna be going for a walk, so I guess I could take you guys with me. And also, bear with me a little bit in these YouTube videos. I'm gonna try my best. It's gonna be probably a little rough at first because I've never done this before, but I'm really gonna work on getting better, trying to get a little more comfortable on camera. So please just be a little patient with me, and I promise the results will get better. And yeah, let the YouTube videos begin. So these are the walking shoes that we're working with. Just got these the other day. I got them as part of a brand deal, which was pretty cool. I've never had myself a pair of Asics, but I'm liking these. I think they're pretty cool for just walking around. Might as well show you guys the walking around fit. And don't mind, whoa, I'm still working on how to work this camera, but check this. Boom, this is what we're patrolling the neighborhood in. Yeah, these sweatpants, I wear these on my videos all the time. I get a lot of questions. They're from Pearl Ivory, and they're honestly some of the best sweatpants, I think, but they discontinued them, so they don't make them anymore, which I do get because they're like a small brand. And I think the logic behind it was that they're really trying to narrow down the number of SKUs they do every year. So I think they said they did like 170 different items last year, and this year they only want to do 50, and so they're really narrowing it down. And I think they're doing more like elevated pieces, like suit jackets, blazers, and like dress pants. So they don't make these sweatpants anymore, which is really disappointing because these are very nice. And I'll show this when I get back, but you guys saw my TikTok on those Our Legacy cowboy boots. I got those. I'll have to show you guys when I get back, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get out on this walk. Man, does it feel good to start your day with some fresh air? This is actually the first day that I've been able to walk outside in the mornings. The first day that it's warm enough here in Minnesota. It's been super cold, so I've been doing all my walking on the treadmill downstairs, which is not fun. I do not enjoy walking on the treadmill. It's not that nice. It's honestly much more of a task than it is enjoyable when it's on the treadmill. I love getting outside and walking, because if you guys seen my TikToks, two things I'm very passionate about. One, obviously fashion, and two is gonna be health and wellness. I'm super into that. And so one thing you're always gonna see me doing is walking. I'm a big believer in steps. Even if you're not a big workout person, you don't like going to the gym, I think one of the best things you can do is just get outside, get your steps in for the day. It'll make a huge difference because, like we always say, being fit is part of the fit. So that's super important. We gotta stay active. And yeah, I guess what else could I tell you guys about myself to kind of get things rolling? If you didn't know, I'm 23 years old, graduated college last year, and I graduated with a finance degree, and I wanted to do like investment banking. That was kind of the route I wanted to do, but not everything worked out the way I hoped it did. And it kind of led me to pursuing this fashion thing. And it's just recently began to pick up where it's became a full-time job, which is super cool. And I'm also doing like personal styling, things like that. So it's not just like TikTok videos, obviously, but it's as crazy as it sounds, because I don't even have a big platform that this has been able to come, like an actual job. And we're just getting started. We are going to the moon. I have big dreams, big hopes. And so as long as we work hard every day, do what we need to do, I'm a big believer that things will work out. And yeah, I guess not to start off the morning too early with some big motivational speech, but I'm just so excited to get moving with this new type of content, switch things up. I don't know, I guess, I'm not really sure how to put it, but working in fashion, or I've just always been so passionate about fashion my entire life. So having the opportunity now to kind of have that almost as like your job is like, I don't even know. It feels very surreal. And I honestly owe it all to you guys, because if you didn't watch my videos, I wouldn't be able to get brand deals. I wouldn't be able to get personal styling clients as easily. So thank you guys for watching the videos. It genuinely means the world to me, the support. Everyone's so supportive. I get messages and like DMs all the time, and people go out of their way. They say they really like the content, and it absolutely means the world to me, so thank you. All right, we're back from the walk, and I just watched that last clip back, and I'll tell you what, camera angle is something we need to work on, because I just went on a 2-minute yap out there, basically showing a double chin. So we're gonna have to work on figuring out the right angle to be holding the camera, because I can't be posting videos with a double chin all day long. But what I wanted to show you guys while we're at it is the new cowboy boots from R Legacy. Check them out. Oh, gosh, I gotta figure out how to work this thing. Boom! Here they are. I think they actually look just as good, if not better, in person. But the thing is, so I tried these on. I had to get a size 44 and a size 43. I'm more true to a 43, but the issue is these things are so narrow at the toe that like a 43, when I tried on, just hurt my foot immediately. It like squeezes my toes together. So that's not gonna work. And then a 44 feels good on the feet, but my heel slips a little bit. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I could probably put something in the boots to solve that. But I think I wanna keep them. I'll have to try them on with some outfits. I'd actually wear them. I guess I could try them on right now and kind of show you guys what they look like. I'm sure you guys would be interested in that. But I do think they're pretty dang cool. I love the little toe box here. I'll throw them on for you guys so you guys can kind of see what they look like. All right, I threw them on. I tucked one in so you guys can kind of get a better look at them. But they do look pretty dang cool, at least I think so. Let me show you in the mirror. Keep in mind, I'm also wearing sweatpants, so I don't think that's necessarily the best representation. Also, don't mind all these boxes. I gotta do something about that. My mom's not gonna be happy when she gets home. But these, or this is how they look on foot. I do think they're really cool. I love how exaggerated the point is. I do think I'm gonna keep them. I'll have to throw them on with some proper outfits. Also, I know I'm all over the place right now with this camera angle. I'm still working on figuring out how to use this thing. What do you guys think of these things? I'm pretty excited about them. I think they're pretty unique, and you guys know I love my cowboy boots. So I think we're gonna have to keep them, throw together some outfits with them. And I know I'll wear them all the time because I wear my other cowboy boots all the time. So I think I'll get my value out of them. But next on the agenda, I'm gonna shower up, put together an actually no, first I gotta edit and post a TikTok. Then I'm gonna shower up, throw together a fit that I'll show you guys. And then I think we head to the mall from there. All right, we got our TikTok edited and posted. We showered up, so we're looking fresh now. But this is what I'm thinking for today's outfit. Let me walk through it with you guys. All right, gosh, I really got to work on this camera thing. So I'm thinking these might be a pivot if I don't like them, but I got these pinstripe wide leg dress pants. I think we're gonna go black leather jacket with that, plain white tee, and then on feet, the YSL loafers, and little accessories. Got some JMMs. I think we're gonna go with those. Don't want to watch. And I'm thinking for the scent, we'll do some Gris Chanel from BDK. And yeah, I know you guys really want to see a room tour, so I figured might as well. I know it is so messy, so try not to judge me too much, but you walk in, got my bed, and then over here, we got all my pants, or at least most of them, kind of hung up over here. Got a bunch of shoes, more shoes down here, kind of scattered throughout. Got my cowboy boots, and then in here are gonna be sweaters. These are gonna be like lighter weight sweaters, things like sweater polos, and just like knitted t-shirts, things like that. And then as we move over here, we got a bunch of shirts and sweatpants, some colognes over here. Well, this is just a pile of random clothes. That's bad. And then again, I got nowhere to put my clothes. So now we got another pile building up over here and down here. It's getting bad. Got our jacket racket over here. More jackets. Again, more jackets in here. We got a bunch of t-shirts, hoodies. And then this is going to be like thicker or like heavier weight sweaters in these cupboards. And again, more jackets. More jackets back there as well. And yeah, okay, I know how messy and bad my room is, but hear me out. So my brother moved out last fall, and my mom is currently remodeling her house. So the middle level is remodeled, and next they're doing the upstairs. And after that, we're turning my brother's room into like a studio, like a filming studio, but it's also going to be like a way for me to display my closet. So all my clothes are going to be organized and out on display there. So I think that's going to be really cool, and I'm super excited about that because one, my room looks terrible. It's extremely messy. But now I'll finally be able to see my clothes because I don't get to wear a lot of my clothes because I don't even know or I just forget about them because they're just buried and my room's just super messy. So yeah, once we have that, we'll be in a much better situation. And yeah, that's kind of my room tour. And then today's outfit, we'll try it on to make sure that's what we're going to go with. But we're going to throw that on and head to the mall. All right, we made a very necessary pivot on today's outfit. We switched things up slightly. So I scrapped the pinstripe pants. I didn't really like it with the leather jacket. So we went with a black pair instead. These are the Meyer straight leg pants. Kept on the YSL loafers. And then underneath, I did go with the white tee, but I also layered this Johnny Collar sweater polo from the brand Stofa. I'm liking this. I'm liking the layers. I think this is a much better look. And yeah, this happens a lot. You know, I picture an outfit in my head, but I haven't thrown it on. And then when I do throw it on, I don't like it at all. So we'll have to pivot. And yeah, this is what we're going to go with. But now, let's finally head to the mall. All right, we are on the way to the mall, but we had to make a pit stop first. And this is an exciting one because I've never mentioned this yet. But we're at UPS because we were dropping off a sample t-shirt with some notes that we were sending to a manufacturer because we are officially starting a clothing brand. Well, it's not just me. I have a partner, a business partner, so I'm 50% of the brand. But our first piece is going to be the perfect t-shirt. Now I know everyone says in every brand who makes a t-shirt, it's like, we're making the perfect tee. We are, but I'm telling you, this is gonna be it. I have bought and paid thousands of dollars for a bunch of different t-shirts to try to find the perfect tee, and I've yet to find it. There's different issues, whether it's the fit, whether it's the quality, whether it's how it holds up or how it drapes. So my partner and I said, fuck it, let's just make it ourselves, and that's what we are doing. We are making the perfect tee, and I will release nothing but that. I promise you, it's gonna be the tee. We're really focusing on the fit, the details, the way it drapes, the way it sits on the neckline, everything about it down to the littlest detail. We are really taking that into consideration. And so, yeah, we're currently in the sampling phase. So we got to drop off a sample at UPS, shipped to the manufacturer with some notes. And yeah, it's going to be made in the US, based out of LA. So everything will be US made. And yeah, I'm just really excited. It's going to obviously take a few more weeks to get things sorted, get a couple more samples growing. But yeah, stay tuned for that because the perfect t-shirt is coming soon. You guys will no longer have to look for it. It'll be right at your doorstep. All right, we're heading to the mall right now, and I'll be honest, this is gonna be my first time walking around like a mall with a camera in my hand. So I'm a bit nervous, but I'll be damned if I let a little public awkwardness stop me from chasing my dreams. So we are gonna grow a pair and not care what other people think, but it's definitely gonna be awkward. You probably see my face get a little red because I'm walking around with a big stick in my hand, talking to myself. I probably look like a weirdo to most people, but I'm not gonna care about that. We're gonna do it anyways. I think our first stop is gonna be Ralph Lauren. I haven't been there in a while, and I'm sure they got a bunch of great pieces. So we'll have to check out there first. Suppose I'll pick it up when we arrive. Oh, and if I didn't mention, the mall we are currently at is Southdale Center in Edina, Minnesota. This mall has been around for a long time, but they just recently redid the whole thing. So now it's like super nice. They have a bunch of designer stores. Stores like Ralph Lauren. The mall used to suck, but now is a sweet spot. Probably one of the best spots in Minnesota. So yeah. Now these are pretty cool. I'm liking these. Just a basic, like beige chino or jean, but these could be a nice piece. I'll have to check these out. I also like these, just your classic medium wash jeans. I might try these on. What do you guys think of these? I like the concept. I don't know if I would love this, trying to pair it with other things. The fact it's got the logo stuff on it. But I don't hate the concept. I think they have potential. Probably have to see them on to know for sure, but I don't know. What do you guys think? This is a cool piece as well. Check out this jacket. This would be great for the spring. I really like this. Pretty simple, but the gold buns kind of catch my eye. I like this. You could layer nicely under it. Throw some, well, I maybe wouldn't go directly this, but something along these lines is what I would imagine you would layer under this. These striped shirts are kind of catching my eye. These could be nice. I'm liking these. This one might be my favorite. It's a nice color. Although I kind of have something ooh. Purple is pretty cool. I might have to try this one on. I like this. Check out these pants. These could be a potential. We might have to try these on. These are kind of fun. Definitely, I'd say pretty unique for Ralph Lauren. They're definitely stepping out of their box. I also really like this denim jacket. Well, I got this one, if you guys saw, but this one's more of like a chore coat, which is pretty cool. Might have to see where that is. All right, we have made it into the changing room. This is the items we're thinking about. Oh God, I really got to work on this, but a button-down shirt, a couple pairs of jeans, this cool graphic tee, some painted chinos, and then this thing, which is really cool. I believe it's almost like, it's really hard to see, but it's kind of got a herringbone pattern. I think that one's got a lot of potential. Let's try these on. All right, so first up, we got a new pair of jeans, and I'm actually really liking these. These are called the Relax Fit. I will say they run super big in the waist. This is 2 sizes down from what I normally wear, and they're still kind of big in the waist. But I actually really like the cut. I'm gonna see if I can get these in a smaller size. I love, they're not tapered by any means, but they're definitely a little slimmer than I normally go for, and I really like this. I think it's more of a clean cut. Yeah. So next up we got this shirt jacket, or like overshirt utility jacket. I'm not even sure what you want to call it. This is cool. I like it. I don't love it for how expensive it is. It's like $600 or $700, which feels a little overpriced in my opinion, if I humbly say so myself. But it is cool. This is them with the jeans. Oh, I can angle the camera down. But I'm really liking these jeans. They're so big. I don't know why. I'm gonna try a little bit more of a straight fit, because these are considered a relaxed fit. So we're gonna try a more tailored version, see how we like those. Okay, here's where we're at next. So we threw on a new pair of jeans, which I actually really like how these fit. The issue is they're super low rise, and I am just not a low rise jean type of guy, but I really like the fit, slightly more tapered. I think they look really cool. I just don't like the rise of them. But maybe they are a little big in the waist because they didn't have a 30. These are 31, so I kind of had to tighten them, which makes me kind of bunch up. That could be the issue. I also threw on this kind of graphic tee. Nothing crazy, but it's kind of a cool piece. I don't know. I like it. I don't think I'll grab it, but I would say I'd recommend it. I think it's still pretty cool. And I don't know what to think about these jeans. Like I said, I really like the fit. I don't like the fact that they are a low rise. But next, we're going to try on the big chinos, which are these things with the paint splatter. I'm gonna see how these fit. I'm gonna ask them if they have any other jean options that would be similar to this, or just maybe if they somehow have these in my size in the back. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so we threw on the big chinos. These are pretty cool, I'll admit. The only thing is, I just don't think I would get that much use out of them, and they're kind of short for how wide they are, if that makes sense. Like, they're not the shortest pant, but because of how big they are, I think they need to be longer. They need to stack, because without it, it's kind of giving me parachute pant vibes to it. And I think the error that they did on these, they should be a longer pant for how wide they are, at least in my opinion. But they are cool. I like the patches. It's definitely different for Ralph Lauren, but I don't think I would personally grab these. They are cool though. All right, last but not least, we just got a classic Oxford. And I know, as simple as this is, it's probably my favorite piece that I've tried on. It's just a basic, it's a staple. You can never go wrong. It looks clean. Now, do I need this? No, I do kind of want it, but it's not a need. And I've been buying a lot. And if we overbuy, we won't get to wear the stuff we do buy. So I should probably pass on this. But I do like it. It's such a simple and clean piece. This is like a Ralph Lauren staple. It's what they do best. So if you're in the need of some nice dress shirts, here you are. But I think this is going to be it at Ralph Lauren. Got a few other stops to make. Let's see what else we can find at the mall here. I know I kind of showed it at my house, but I might as well give you guys a little fit check for the day, what we're working with. I'm actually pretty happy with this outfit. I'm kind of glad I layered the brown sweater underneath instead of just the plain white tee. I think that adds a nice little extra layer, and it's not as warm out as I thought it was going to be, so it's definitely a good call. But anyways, fit check. Now, let's go to some new stores. Alright, we're so close to leaving, and then this sweater polo caught my eye. This thing's pretty clean. What do you guys think? I like it. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up on that well. It has a nice fit to it. This one's actually defective. It's supposed to be able to button at the top, but it's missing the loophole to button it, so I'd have to order it. But I do like it. It's a nice piece. I'm just trying to think how much use I would get out of it. If it's something I need or it's just a want, and I'm leaning towards want. So I might have to pass on this, but it is really clean. This would be a great piece for the spring and summer, especially if you're in the warmer areas. Still put together a simple, clean look. Yeah, I like this one. But now, let's finally actually leave. So we made it into Tecovas, and let me put you guys on. If you're looking for a good cowboy boot, this one with a shorter shaft, so you don't have to wear as wide of pants with it. This is a really good option. I've never seen these. These are called the Jack. Wow, I totally just did not even show that, but these are really nice. It's got the cutter toe. This has been like my new favorite toe on my cowboy boots. These are really nice. So if you're looking for a good pair of cowboy boots, this could be a great option for you. All right, next we're walking by Vuori, and these caught my eye in the window. These are some great workout shorts. Check these out. I really like this blue pair. This is a really nice color. Great for the gym. If you guys need some gym fits, now we're talking. This is also pretty nice. This blue like waffle crew neck t-shirt long sleeve. I'm not even sure what you want to call it. This is nice. Vuori's a great spot. If you're looking for some gym fits. I'm really digging these shorts though. I'm feeling kind of lazy, and I almost don't want to go in the changing room and try them on, but I really like them. So I'm gonna have to think on this. I might just wing it and grab them anyways. All right, we have spawned in Banana Republic, and I know you guys would all like to see these. Everyone's favorite, the loafers, the black pair. So you guys can see an in-person look. So they're not, I will admit, less structured than I have initially said in my videos, but still more structured than the YSL ones. They do look nice. They just, like I said, they're a great looking loafer, but I don't think they are an alternative to the YSL ones. I just think these are a little more of a vintage kind of aesthetic, but they're great. I could definitely recommend these to anyone. I think these are a great looking loafer, and I'm loving the new pair, the suede ones. Now these are super clean with a scrunch toe. I could use these. These are actually great. Not today, but maybe in the future I pick these up because I'm actually quite a massive fan of these. Now that I see these in person, these look amazing. I would recommend these to everyone. This is a super clean look. Check this out. I'm liking those pants a lot. They remind me of these Our Legacy third cut ones I have. But this is a super cool look. So this could be it for the spring. I like how they did this. Okay, if you guys see my TikToks, you know I always talk about Banana Republic suede and leather jackets, that I think they're the best quality for price leather and suede jackets on the market, and I honestly stand by that. I love this like oiled leather one. I actually really like how they styled it. It's kind of similar to what I have on, and then a denim shirt underneath. Such a clean look, and I know these are expensive, but suede and leather jackets are super expensive regardless. And look at this, like the detail, the quality, their line. These are super nice. I do not think you could ever go wrong with picking one of these up. This is probably, leather and suede jackets are probably the best pieces that Banana has come out with in many years, in my opinion. So if you're in the market, check these out. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I'm also a big braided belt guy. I don't know if this one is really my favorite, but braided belts in general, I'm a huge fan. I think they're such a cool look. Not this one though, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like this one. But I would definitely recommend grabbing yourself one. Okay, here are those jeans I showed a couple clips ago on the mannequin. I really like these. These are nice, a loose fit. Let me show you guys the tag in case you wanna know. $150, it doesn't say the name, or maybe it does. These are, nope, I'm not seeing the name, but These are it. I'm sure you can find them online. I really like these though. These are actually a nice pair of denim. Now we are talking. I showed this in one of my voiceover videos showing Banana's new pieces in the spring. Here it is in person. The color is just as good. I'm telling you guys. This blue suede, this is fire. Now, if you don't have a suede jacket, I'd probably go for a slightly more versatile color, but if you already have a black or brown, this is what I'm talking about. This is very well done. I have this jacket just in a gray color. Again, quality is there. This is a very nice piece. I suppose you couldn't go wrong with some staple polos either. These are just good kind of basics to have for a simple look. Maybe for the workday, office, who knows? Not bad. What are the price on these? 90 bucks, but it is currently 40% off site-wide, except for suede and leather, but you know, you grab these, what does that make it, like 60 bucks? 55 bucks? Wow, that's terrible math. It's not that, but it's a decent price. All right, before we leave, let's talk vacation pants, because these are definitely a little flowy linen pant. I can get down on these. These are clean. They actually have a really nice fit to them. Damn, Banana's got some good stuff. I've told you guys in my TikTok, they've been upping their stuff. Now, I don't typically advocate towards buying Banana full price, but it is 40% off, so if you could scoop something like this up for 40% off, that's a great pickup in my opinion. We are now in J. Crew, and let me tell you, this is a look I can get down with. Jeans and a sport coat. I'm telling you, I love this look for the spring. I've been on that double-breasted look myself recently, but this is super clean. Simple, great way to look elevated, put together, but not do too much. You could definitely dish a tie. I mean, I think it looks good with the tie, but if you want to do more casual, dish a tie, unbun maybe, or you just throw on like a white tee. I think that'd be probably even cleaner and easier to throw together. Now we got these denim. This is the J. Crew Classic Straight. These are a really nice wash. Great for the spring. Not too baggy, not too slim, as they're called. Straight fit, and I think they have a really nice fit to them. This is a great jean option. Let's see what their cost is looking like. I can't imagine they're anything crazy. Oh wow, they're 170 bucks, which is a little more than I was anticipating, but jeans, I guess clothes prices are up these days. But I don't know, I really like these. I think they could be a great option. I could get down on something like this too. A little long sleeve polo. This is pretty cool. The stripe collar. Nothing crazy. Comes in a dark navy as well. I think I like the light blue better though. Simple piece, but you know, done right. That's what I advocate for. All right, we just finished up shopping. Now we're gonna go to the grocery store. There's a grocery store connected to the mall here, so we're gonna go in there and pick up some stuff for our cooking video later, but I have not eaten a thing today, so I still gotta eat breakfast and I'm starving. It's like 1:30. So once we get home, we're gonna absolutely grub, but then I'm gonna cook a cool or fun dinner tonight. Pretty good finds today. Ralph Lauren had my favorite stuff that I saw, but the thing is, they didn't have my size or anything, so nothing really fit me properly. But we did find, or at least I hope you guys saw, a couple items that you like. Maybe I put you guys on. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the shopping portion. Let's go find some good groceries, some healthy groceries, so we can get the body right later tonight. Also, complete side note, do you guys see me filming right now? Out in public. I told you guys, I'm a very introverted person, and doing something like this is very uncomfortable for me, so I'm kind of proud of myself for standing out here with my hand held high, talking to myself, having a conversation, looking like a weirdo in front of everyone. This is new to me, but I told you guys, I'm really gonna push myself to up the content, and this is part of it. You know, I had to grow a pair and not care, because I tell you, don't care what other people think, and you really shouldn't. So that's what I'm trying to do, practice what I preach. Let's head to the grocery store. We're in the grocery store, and what I'm thinking for dinner tonight is like a healthy salmon bowl. So I need like a base, maybe some rice or noodles. I don't want to do sweet potatoes because I always eat sweet potatoes every night. And the whole point of this meal tonight is, if you guys see my full day of eatings on TikTok, I eat the same 2 meals every single day, day in and day out. So I want to switch things up. And this is a good way for me to get maybe a little more variety of food in the diet. So we're gonna try to have some fun and cook something different. So that's why we're doing no sweet potatoes. Gotta switch up the carb source. Thinking, like I said, rice or noodles. Oh, and then I prepped a Ninja Creamy last night so we can have some ice cream later, but I gotta get some toppings. Maybe like some dark chocolate, some fruit to put in there. So we'll look for that as well. Oh, here is dark chocolate. Now we're talking. Let's see what our options are. And I'm thinking we're going dark. So we can either go 99%, we can go 100%. The problem is, I know these brands and they're not gonna be what I would hope for the cleanest ingredients. What I want is, it's called like Alto Ego is the brand, and they make some of the best or healthiest dark chocolate, but we'll have to make do with what we have. All right, based on our options, I think we're going with this one. 99%. All we're looking at here is cocoa beans, vanilla bean. This should play. And while we are here, you know we gotta pick up superfood for our normal breakfast. Sardines. I'm telling you guys, do not sleep. Absolute superfood. Okay, check these out. This is feeling one of those things that's too good to be true. So this bag, this is like called Miracle Noodles. This whole bag is 2 servings, 10 calories. The whole bag. This is feeling suspicious. But I'm so tempted. I think we're gonna have to try this tonight, even though, and normally these super low calorie foods like this have like an absurd amount of fiber that would just destroy your stomach, but only looking at 2 grams or 4 grams for the whole bag. Now, don't have too high of hopes. I mean, the macros are absolutely insane here, and if it does end up tasting good, this is gonna be a game changer. So I think we're gonna have to risk it and go for something like this. Let's give it a shot. Boom, I knew there had to been more chocolate options. This is what we're looking for. No, not mint blackout. Well, maybe we could do mint blackout. Kind of just want plain, but I want like a really dark chocolate. So I think this might be our best option. We'll look around, but I think we're gonna go with this one right here. Man, we are back home, and let me tell you, I am fucking starving. But first, we gotta film a fit check for TikTok. I'm gonna set this up so you guys can see what that kind of looks like as like a POV style. But man, I actually had so much fun vlogging today. I've never done it before. I don't know, kind of got me fired up. This longer form content is definitely gonna be my new thing. Now, I'm not sure how good the filming was because this is my first time, so it might have sucked. So please bear with me. I promise we're gonna work on getting better, and please comment, you know, any advice or tips, what you liked about the content, what you didn't, because this will really help me tailor the videos and make them better. But yeah, I'm just kind of pumped up right now. This is awesome. I'm really excited. This is just, I don't know. We got so many big things happening in the works right now, and feels amazing. I don't know, got a lot of joy right now. So not to kind of be too peppy in my step, I'm very hungry, so we're gonna cook a big breakfast. First, we gotta film a fit check, but let's do that real quick, and then we'll pick things up. All right, let's run this fit check POV. I threw on a hat because, holy shit, my hair, I can't believe I just walked around the mall for a couple hours looking like that. Wish I would have known that because that is not ideal. But now, let's do this fit check. For TikTok, you guys can see a little POV, so let's get this rolling. See how this turns out. Hopefully, first take is this true. Happy Saturday, everyone. We got a little fit check for today, and let me tell you, I am so excited right now. I'm pumped up because we just spent today vlogging, getting ready for our first ever YouTube video, and I had so much fun walking around, filming myself. It was new to me. I thought I'd be way more uncomfortable, but I actually really enjoyed it. So stay tuned for that YouTube video, but I know that's not what you guys care about right now. We're running through a fit check. Starting down below, we got the YSL loafers, then we got the La Mer straight leg tailor dress pants. Moving up, we got a plain white tee, and then we got the sweater polo Johnny collar from the brand Sofa. Studio Nicholson, leather track jacket, not track jacket, I don't know why I said that, leather jacket. And then we got JMM sunglasses, Siegel and Stable hat, and that is today's fit. But I'm just filled with joy right now. I'm so pumped up about this long form content. I'm having so much fun with it, and we're up in the content, we're up in everything, so stay tuned. I think that's gonna work. First take, not mad about it. Man, I wish I was wearing this hat all day though, that sucks. All right, we got changed into something a little more comfortable, and it is time for breakfast because it is 2:30 and I have not eaten a lick of food for the day. But I'm not gonna film the whole cooking process because I'm super hungry and I gotta get this moving. But to give you guys a little bit of background on kind of my nutrition approach, I'm not sure if anyone cares, but I know some people on TikTok like the fitness content. But long story short is, for diet, I eat 2 big meals a day. Typically, I eat in the morning at like 9:30 after I get back from the gym, and then at like 5, and those are my 2 meals. They're about 1,500 calories a pop, high in protein, super healthy, like for breakfast. So this would be my typical breakfast I eat. So I'm gonna eat 7 eggs, some egg whites. I'm gonna have avocado and cottage cheese or smoked salmon. I rotate between cottage cheese and smoked salmon, and I put that on rice cakes. I know that sounds crazy, but the rice cakes are like instead of bread, like my egg sandwiches. It's so good. I'm telling you, if you have not done that, try it. And then with that, we're gonna have some tuna, or I like to have sardines or some sort of meat in like a bowl with arugula, cauliflower rice, and then we'll have a bowl of fruit on the side as well. I'll show you the whole thing once it's done, but basically, my nutrition, I don't believe that there's like one superior diet. I know some people are like animal-based, carnivore, plant-based. I don't know. I don't believe that's a thing, honestly. I focus on eating whole foods, and I believe different bodies thrive on different foods. So I like, for example, I know some people tolerate vegetables super well, and some people don't. There's certain vegetables that sit good in people's stomach, and certain vegetables that don't. And I think that depends on your genetics, your gut microbiome, different things. I know some people are sensitive to eggs, some people are sensitive to meat. I don't know. I just think it varies by the individual. So the optimal diet for said person is based on that person. I would just play around with foods that work good for you. But basically, to summarize it, what I think is an overall good concept to take is just focus on eating whole foods. Get rid of that processed shit in your diet. That stuff is terrible for you. Eat whole foods, and I don't know. Yeah, it's not, I don't think we need to overcomplicate the diet type of thing. You exercise, you get your steps in, you eat whole foods. I think you're gonna be in pretty good shape. And I think some people try to take things to an extreme, like, I know there's a lot of people on TikTok, especially in like the animal-based or like carnivore diet, which I would say I'm fairly animal-based, but they just take things to a whole new level, and I don't think that's necessary. You focus on eating clean, simple, whole foods, you exercise, you get some steps in, you're gonna be in good shape, I promise. But yeah. Also, did you see that last clip? I can't believe I walked around the mall all day with my hair like, it's like windy out, and I just washed I sound like a fucking girl right now, but I'm just saying, like after I wash my hair, I only wash my hair like once a week because I don't really need to, and I don't really put much product in it. Anyways, I just washed it yesterday and it gets really puffy after I do that, and then the wind today, I walked around like a fucking idiot in the mall. I know I sound like a girl right now complaining about it, but I looked ridiculous and I realized that in the last clip, so that's why I have the hat on, and I wish I would have known that because I wish I would have wore a hat at the mall. Is what it is. You know, we can't change any things now, but going forward for the rest of the day, this hat is probably gonna stay on. But I'm hungry, and I'll show you guys the finished product of breakfast when it's ready. All right, breakfast is all chefed up. Talk about this. 7 eggs with some egg whites, cottage cheese, avocado, and then the rice cakes to make our sandwiches. And then we're going safe catch tuna, arugula, cauliflower rice. Oh my gosh, am I excited. I am super hungry. And as always, while I eat, I like to occupy my time with some YouTube. So we're gonna throw on some YouTube videos, see what's good on there. And yeah, this is breakfast at almost 3 p.m. All right, post-breakfast, we went for a little stroll around the neighborhood, but when I got back, I had some exciting things waiting for me. Got some packages. Now, the only thing is, some of these are for upcoming brand deals, so I'm not sure if I can show everything, but I know this one I can for sure show. Mavi Jeans sent me a new pair of jeans, so this is kind of exciting. A little gift action to get our day moving. Oh, we got 2 things. All right. First up, so they gave me like a catalog to pick a couple things from. So I got some loose fit jeans from them, which is pretty cool. These actually look great. These look like a pretty good wash. I don't know if I'll try them on right now. I'll show you guys at some point. Sorry, I'm being lazy, but this is what they look like. Classic. These honestly look a lot like the frame ones that I'm always wearing on my page. So these look like they have really good potential. And then they also sent me a denim overshirt, which looks like this. I picked this one because I thought it'd be a really good layering piece because it's on the thinner side, so it'd go really nice under sweaters. I could pop the collar. I love like denim accents or like denim details in my outfits. I don't necessarily want like a full denim look on the shirt, but I like throwing on denim and then like a sweater where you just see like the denim collar, or I cuff the sleeves. I really like that look, especially with jeans, so you don't have too much denim going on. But this is really cool, it looks great. Maybe I'll try these on later and show you guys. And then I'm gonna open these up. I'll have to see about what I can show, but I got some pretty exciting brand deals that are up and coming, so be on the lookout for those. Okay, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek, but I'm not gonna show too much because I don't wanna get in trouble. But we have some upcoming brand deals, and these are the outfits they sent me for it, which is pretty exciting. I'm still waiting on a few more pieces. But what I wanted to talk about, which is crazy, is so I started posting TikToks about a year and a half ago. And the whole thought process was like, I love fashion, so I might as well post it. It's something I love. And the whole goal was I would be like, I spend so much money on clothes. It'd be so cool if I could just grow on social media just enough where I could start getting free clothes. That was like the total end goal for me. I thought it'd be crazy if I could get sent free clothes. And now that I do all the time, it's like, it's amazing. It's really that like, whatever, I don't want to get too motivational with you guys. It's not like I'm some big influencer. I don't have a big following or anything, but it's honestly just crazy to think how far the page has come. And the idea that if you just be consistent with something and do something that you love and put in effort, I promise it will work out, because I posted every single day on TikTok for 8 months. And I think at the end of that 8 months, after posting every single day, I have 300 followers. So, you know, it did not come easy. You got to be consistent and just keep posting. Don't give up. And it's honestly not hard to be consistent and not give up when it's something that you're really passionate about. So that's kind of the good thing about it. But, you know, everyone used to always say like, you're one video away from changing everything. And that's kind of true. I posted a video about a Coach bag and it got like 250,000 views. And next thing you know, I had like 2,000 followers, and then it just started to grow slowly. But it's been so amazing to like do this each and every day and watch the page grow. And it's honestly all thanks to you guys. You guys watch the page, support the page. I would get sent absolutely nothing if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very much. But the moral of the story is, if there's something you're passionate about, you like to do, or you love, do it. Post that first video. And I've also had people reach out like, again, I'm not sure if I'm even the best person to be reaching out to, because it's not like I have some massive page or anything, but I have a small little following, and the question I get is, what's your advice for starting? And I'm like, the best advice possible is just post. Like, the videos aren't gonna be good. You're gonna have to learn how to get better. And it's almost a good thing, because not that my videos are so good now, but if I had a following back when I first started posting, I'd be embarrassed of the content I posted because the videos were so bad. And I'm still, to some extent, uncomfortable talking on the camera, but I was so uncomfortable. It's so hard for me to watch my old videos because I look so uncomfortable. My posture is so uncomfortable. I just didn't know how to film. And the only way you're gonna learn is to start posting and do it, and you slowly get better, which I did. Again, not that I have the best videos or anything, but I've gotten so much better from where I started. And the only way to do that is to just start doing it. And you honestly probably wouldn't even want a big following when you started. You would rather have it come once you start pushing out content that you are really proud of and that you would really want people to see. Because honestly, wouldn't even want people to see the content I started posting at first. And yeah, we're just gonna continue to grow, continue to hopefully expand things. This is what the whole goal with this whole YouTube thing is. So I'm excited about that. And again, thank you guys so much, because none of it's possible if you didn't watch my videos, follow the page, support things. So genuinely, it means the world to me. I owe all this to you guys. But yeah, just super excited. The whole day's been so great. This vlogging shit has been, as crazy as it sounds, I don't know, it's given me kind of like a huge burst of motivation. It just makes me feel like I got so many exciting things to look forward to. We're really just, I don't even know the words. I'm like almost stuttering right now, but I really want to do big things in this fashion space and even the fitness space. So we're gonna keep doing everything you can, keep trying new things, find what works, find what sticks. And yeah, I guess from here, the rest of the day, we're gonna do that dinner stuff later. I'm gonna edit some more TikToks. I think we're gonna take 5 and watch a little TV, Game of Thrones. And I am late on Game of Thrones because I've never seen it before, and I just started the other day. I'm on episode like 4 of the first season, but it's been good so far. I'm so behind, but better late than never. So maybe we'll watch a little bit of that, chill out for a little bit. And yeah, I guess we will pick things up and whatever we're doing next. All right, it's finally time to cook up some dinner. It's been a few hours since I picked up the camera. It's now just before 7:30. Chilled out on the couch for a few hours, went on another walk. I'm just not that hungry right now because I ate breakfast so late, but I promised a cooking video, so we're gonna do it anyways. And this is what I got on the plan for tonight. We got some wild-caught sockeye salmon, so we're gonna cook that up. We're gonna give these noodles an attempt, whole bag, 10 calories. I'm suspicious, well, I'm sure it is 10 calories, but I just wonder if they're gonna be gross or not, but we're gonna find out. And then I think we're gonna make like a little bowl. So I'm gonna do the noodles, salmon, carrots, broccoli, put some stuff like kimchi on it. I know that probably sounds gross, but I know it's gonna end up tasting good because I like all these foods. And then for dessert, we got a Ninja Creamy that I prepped last night, and we picked up some toppings for it. I think that'll be really good. And yeah, I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but we're just gonna get moving on this cooking. First step is we need to preheat the oven. Throw this puppy on. 400 should be good for that. Throw the salmon in, then we gotta cut up some carrots. Since the whole point of this meal is to kind of show you guys maybe some healthy dinner options, one thing I like to point out for salmon, make sure you're getting wild caught. You do not want farm-raised salmon. So farm-raised salmon, I'm sure a lot of people know this, but farm-raised salmon is not orange like it is in the store. It's actually white, but they feed it dyes to make it orange, and they give it antibiotics because they're in a pool that's full of gross stuff, and they don't want them to get sick and die. So they give them all this bullshit. You don't want that because then it's in your salmon, and then you get it. So make sure you're getting wild caught salmon. We typically get ours from Costco just because you can get the frozen packs, so you can just take it out when you want it. You don't have to worry about it going bad. I really like those. They come in like 6-ounce packages, wild caught sockeye salmon. So Costco's a great place to get it. And then yeah, I guess I'll talk through some of the other benefits as we get through more foods. But yeah. Oh, and I personally eat a lot of fish. Now I know a lot of people don't like fish, or some people don't like fish because, you know, you can get mercury or heavy metals, but I'm not as worried about that. I like to eat fish because I want to get my omega-3s. It's a great source of omega-3s. Now you can supplement with fish oils, but fish oils are a tough one because like 90% of the ones on the market they suck, and they have just a lot of bullshit. I don't even know how to put it. They're like, there's a website where you can look at fish oils and it tells you where they're sourced, and they're just honestly not sourced from a lot of good places, and it's kind of like bullshit omega-3s. I'm totally misspeaking on this, and I should know better because I'm preaching about this health stuff, but it's shitty omega-3 fish oils. I would definitely recommend, if you can, getting them in your diet, and you don't have to get them from fish, like chia seeds and flax seeds. Those are another great source of omega-3s, but like I said, I like to get it in my diet, and so I like to eat a lot of fish, and I just really like the taste of fish. So like salmon, sardines, tuna. Actually, tuna's not that because it's pretty lean, but salmon and sardines are a really good source of omega-3s. So I would definitely recommend those. And then what else we're adding to the dinner, we got carrots. I just like carrots. I love when you put them in a pan, put some water in it, and kind of almost like, not boil because it's just a little bit, it's almost like steaming it in a way. I think those are really good. We're gonna add some broccoli, and then we're gonna add some kimchi. I like to add kimchi or sauerkraut to all my meals. I go back and forth. I really like both of them, but it's really good for the gut. You wanna make sure your gut is in check. And then we're also gonna add some A2 grass-fed yogurt. Now I would definitely recommend, there's a belief, that this isn't a fact, but some people talk about this, that dairy intolerances aren't as much of a thing as people think, or being like lactose intolerant or lactose sensitive isn't as much as a thing as people think it is. It's just the type of yogurt you're eating. So most people do not eat grass-fed, and most people do not eat A2. So almost like all the yogurt that you would buy at the store, it's pretty hard to find A2. I'm not gonna lie. Not many places carry it, but that is a different type of yogurt. I'm totally misspeaking on this. So A2 is like the protein in the yogurt, and A1 is like a modified version that came from after they started giving cows. I wanna say, I could totally be misspeaking, so I probably shouldn't even go into too much depth about it, but all I know is you definitely want A2 yogurt, and you want grass-fed, and if you are sometimes sensitive to dairy, I would give that a try if you want to add dairy in your diet, because you might not be as sensitive as you think. So we're gonna add that because you gotta get some calcium. And then what else are we having in here? Fermented black garlic. Now I know this sounds gross, but I eat it every night for dinner. It's so good. We get ours from Dr. Mercola. It's so good. It's an anti-cancerous, it has anti-cancerous properties, a great antioxidant. It's just like an overall superfood, and I know it sounds gross, but it doesn't. It has like a very nice vanilla taste. It tastes nothing like you would expect. I put it in my bowls. I love it. My mom loves it. I'm not sure if my dad has even tried it, but I'm telling you, it's so good, and it's an absolute superfood. So we are definitely adding that into the bowl. And then for dessert, I don't eat these this often, but because I don't really have cravings, but we are gonna do a Ninja Creami. So if you like ice cream, Ninja Creamies are cheat codes. I just do a cup and a half of grass-fed milk, scoop of protein, and then I put some cinnamon in. And then for toppings, we're gonna do pure dark chocolate, 99% cacao, maybe some sliced bananas. And yeah, it's honestly so good. A big factor is gonna be if your protein powder is good or not, but if you get a good tasting protein powder, your Ninja Creami is gonna be fantastic. So if you have kind of like a sweet treat craving at night, I would definitely recommend it, because you basically get a pint of ice cream that turns out to be like 300 calories and like 45 grams of protein, and it tastes just like ice cream. So definitely give the Ninja Creamies a run if you need a little diet hack or you got a sweet tooth at night. But I am just yapping at this point. Let's start cooking. Now that is a good looking fillet of salmon. Check that out. That is that proper wild cut. We're gonna pop this in the oven for probably about 10-15 minutes. Get our vegetables sauteing. Noodles go in the microwave, so that's easy. And then we'll do the Ninja Creami after. So this is what the noodles look like. It's actually a lot of volume. This is 10 calories. All you do is, it comes in a little bag, you drain the water, and then you just throw this in the microwave for 60 seconds. I haven't heated it up yet, but if these taste good, this is gonna be an absolute cheat code, so I'm really hoping so, but I have my doubts. I definitely have my doubts. So we got our vegetables, our broccoli and carrots sauteing in the pan while we wait for the salmon to cook. And yeah, this is a super easy meal to cook. We got vegetables, and then in the oven, salmon, and then we just gotta microwave the noodles, throw on our toppings, and boom, we'll have a healthy dinner. Now that's a good looking filet. I think that's perfectly cooked. I'm not even gonna check it. We're just gonna risk it. If it's raw, it's raw. But this is looking good. We're waiting for the noodles to finish up in the microwave. This is coming along. We're almost there. Here is the finished product. You cannot even tell me that does not look good. We got our kimchi fermented black. Okay, now that I think about it, I'm assuming the fermented black garlic doesn't look good to most people. But I'm telling you, it actually tastes really good, like a sweet vanilla taste. I am excited. I guess I take a bite. We'll have to give a little review of how we did. All right, let's mash this all up together. I think these noodles need to be cut up a little bit. All right, let's get a little taste test. We'll get a little bit of everything in there. Make sure we get some noodles, because I got to see what these are all about. All right. The bowl is actually really good. So what I would say about the noodles is they don't really have much of a taste. But when you have a bunch of stuff in a bowl, how much do you really taste noodles? They definitely don't give flavor, but it's like good texture. Considering they're 10 calories, I would definitely get these again. They aren't the best. Like, this does not taste like pasta. But I guess it reminds me just of like ramen, like plain ramen noodles. That's just what it's like. Like, if you were to get ramen noodles and not put the flavor packets in, that's what this would be. So honestly, for 10 calories, I don't think you can complain. These are pretty solid. I would definitely get these again because you got so much going on in the bowl. You wouldn't really taste anything anyways, and you can just season it. So I'm gonna have to, if I had to rate the noodles out of 10, considering flavor or taste and macros, I'd probably give them like an 8, honestly. I think it's really good. And the bowl overall, it's that fermented black garlic. I'm telling you guys, give it a shot. Kimchi too, I love kimchi. But anyways, I'm gonna sit down, finish this, watch some YouTube, and then we're gonna make our Ninja Creami for dessert. Ninja Creami time, and you guys can't even tell me that doesn't look amazing. This is like 400 calories. I think it's like 40 or 50 grams of protein. How about that? Man, let's get a taste test going for you guys. All right, let's see what this thing's all about. I mean, I already know this is gonna be good. I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored protein. Sorry, you guys might hear me chewing, but this is unreal. I'm telling you, it tastes like a blizzard. If you're not on the Ninja Creami train, or if you have a sweet tooth, that is the way. Dieting hack, all with protein. We're gonna top this off. We're gonna top off the night with a little more Game of Thrones. I'll probably do an exit clip or say goodnight after Game of Thrones, but if not, that's gonna be a day in the life vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please comment what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, what changes you would make, or what type of content you'd like to see going forward. This is obviously the first video. It's probably not gonna be that good, or it's just gonna need a lot of work, especially my filming, how I'm holding the camera, how I'm talking. We're gonna have to, oh Jesus. We're gonna have to play around with things, but we're gonna learn. I'm really gonna push myself, but it's really helpful to get some feedback. Thank you so much if you watched or if you made it to the end of the video. And yeah, so many vlogs coming soon. Stay tuned.